Once upon a time, there was… No, you're wrong. Once upon a time, there was… No, this is not the story we're going to tell you. Yes, our history was once, but there is still and always will be. It's the story of a dream. A wonderful dream came true. The dream of a great teacher who believed in the extraordinary abilities of children, in the love of their parents, in the power of education through music. We are in Turin. It's almost Christmas 1993, and we have already spent more or less 20 years between joyful experiences of musical life, concerts, meetings and conferences throughout Italy to meet many teachers and families with whom to share the experiences and lessons that Master Suzuki has left us. It's the right time to come together virtually under one roof, so that we can recognize, recover, grow together, learn to understand each other through this language so simple, so sincere, so full of nuances, that is music. Now we are many, and we feel responsible for this message, the true essence of the Master Suzuki's teaching. Through the parents, the first and most important teachers for their children, the music will always give beauty, tolerance, education, joy, passion, sensitivity and inner wealth. December the 23rd, 1993. Birth of the Italian Suzuki Institute. The Italian Suzuki Institute, or ISI, is a member of and handles all contacts with the European Suzuki Association, which brings together associations of Europe and Africa. In turn, the European Association, ESA, is listed at the International Suzuki Association, which groups all the associations around the world into a larger family house. The Italian Institute has the task of spreading the knowledge of the method, coordinating meetings and exchanges between schools, bring the teachers up to date, ensure the quality of the educational process, organize events, and participates in meetings and exchanges with other European and world associations. The Suzuki method is an educational system for training through the music starting from preschool age. It has been adapted by over 100,000 schools in the world and has inspired many projects developed in recent decades. The Suzuki method, also known as Talent Education, Native Method or Suzuki Movement, is an educational philosophy developed by Japanese violinist Shinichi Suzuki in the first half of the 20th century. It can be applied with the following instruments: piano, organ, violin, cello, viola, guitar, double bass, harp, mandolin, flute, recorder, voice. The core of the method is the participation of parents, and the first approach to the instruments takes place through the imitation, the ear, and the development of multiple types of memory: melodic, rhythmic, motor, harmonic, linguistic, expressive, analytical, synthetic. The instrumental courses are generally dedicated to children between 4 and 14 years. In most Italian Suzuki schools, it has been activated at CML Path, Children's Music Laboratory, group lessons for children from 2.5 years old that anticipates the approach to the instrument. This route, based on sensory stimulation and the targeted relationship with the parent, increases the process of neurological maturation through specific activities. These experiences are designed to enable all those useful skills that are necessary to deal with the instrumental technique. They are also thought to develop rhythmic elements, coordination, memory and discipline, and to improve the teaching and education relationship between children and their parents. Lessons continue for at least 6 or 8 years, supporting and promoting the study of the instrument and the orchestral activity to give children in the years all the theoretical and practical knowledge which is indispensable to the complete musical maturation: reading, solfeggio, analysis, harmony. In Italy, there are now hundreds of qualified teachers working in more than 40 structures, including association, private school, state conservatories. In Italy, the Suzuki method is present with many instruments: strings, harp, piano, guitar, mandolin and flute. Every year there are training courses for teachers and information sessions for families and interested parties. In the days between 14 and 17 April 2006, the Suzuki Academy of Turin gave us a wonderful gift. After 11 years of absence from Europe, it organized in Turin the 14th Suzuki World Convention, an important meeting that involved children, Suzuki teachers and families from all over the world in a marathon of music, conventions, conferences, concerts and meetings that fill the city of sounds and joy. On March 2008, Master Elio Galvagno, former president of the Italian Suzuki Institute from the foundation until 2006, was awarded with the prize Peacemakers in memory of Master Shinichi Suzuki. The Interdisciplinary Center for Peace Science of the University of Pisa, with the municipality of Castelnuovo Magra and the Italian Badish Institute Soka Gakkai, gave him this prestigious award for the following reasons. He was able to understand and spread the profound implication of the teachings of Dr. Suzuki, focused on the pedagogy of peace and a non-competitive educational practice based on dialogue, integration of differences and empowerment of every individual. In April 2009, the Italian Institute organized in Florence the first national conference of the Suzuki method and gathered about 500 children, accompanied by their parents, and 50 professors from various Italian schools. Many events have been proposed, such as 10 public concerts, instrumental courses and sessions of master classes with internationally renowned faculty. And more. Fiorenzo Rossi, Marco Messina, Virginia Cherry, Anne Stupay, Adriano Coluccio, Stefano Viada and Guido Tazza, between 2001 to 2014, make up the steering of Italian Suzuki Institute and with other teachers give rise to many educational and promotional activities, including the creating and the artistic managing of Italian Suzuki Orchestra and numerous editorial publications such as essays, reviews, articles, videos and music publishing. Among the official documents used by the Suzuki School, 6 titles of the ISI series are currently on the market, along with several books and manuals designed by our associated Suzuki teachers. There are also several studies for the research and resume teaching that are made available to interested parties through our site, and a lot of links to educational programs for schools and associations that are part of our great, passionate and enthusiastic family. But a special thanks with all our gratitude goes to Robert Lee and Antonio Musca, 2 extraordinary musicians who in the 70s were the pioneers of this methodology. Without them, in fact, today we could not tell you this story. A story that there was once upon a time, that there is still, and that there will be until the Italian Suzuki Institute will rely on valid people who compose it. A story that will not end until there are teachers, children and families who want to make music their mother tongue.